Hey everybody, welcome back to another product analysis review where we're taking a look at the 1/100th or 1/144th scale, high grade Gundam Geminass 02 land battle heavy equipment unit expansion parts. Man, that was a mouthful. Now I know that Gabe and Walter are going to be really interested in the next following kits, so I'll give them the pleasure of being able to speak to these, as this was a unit specific to the G unit series that came out way back when. It's a side story from Gundam Wing with a lot of pieces of equipment that I am personally not very familiar with. So, Gabe and Walter, your thoughts?
Walter, Gabe, you can go ahead. Oh, Jesus Christ. So my opinion on this one is I'm glad that the Geminass is getting I'm so lost. It's getting all of its iterations, and it's getting everything it deserves as a G unit mobile suit. I love that they picked this one as the next expansion pack of the variety of expansion packs that this specific unit can use. Again, I need to see the colors for this one though. The colors really make this particular unit for me. So I'm excited. I'm happy to see this specific mission pack as well.
All right, you two hold on to your lily white butts because I'm about to throw down on this shit.
Okay.
Please destroy the guy.
I'm ready.
The Geminass is like, oh man, I'm so happy that Bandai is finally giving the Geminass its due after its early mobile suit or its early model iterations. Like Walter, I'm very excited about this particular the Geminass 02 because I think this might be the first time it's ever been in model form. The sister suit, the Geminass, the first Geminass, Geminass 01, that got model kits of both its regular pack and like its LO booster pack and everything. But the 02, while it appeared in the manga, never got a model kit back in the first run. So while it's basically just the same suit in a different color scheme, it's something that people who've read G and it always wanted.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has this particular equipment pack instead of the regular Geminass armament makes it even more special. And
so
just to get
an idea,
a
Geminass 02 model kit, a high grade that has been released. It is a P Bandai though, and it's not the first run that you're talking about. It's the newer version, the newer articulated version.
So yeah, but this is
the very first time that the Geminass has ever been in model kit form.
Yeah.
Because back when the G Unit series back in like the 90s was released, alongside all like the old Gundam Wing kits, the 02 never got its it never got its due.
Right. So what's really interesting to me about this is that it talks about the expansion parts. So I'm wondering if you're only going to be getting the parts for this, or if you're actually going to be getting the suit as well. And maybe this is just a mistranslation, or maybe they included this.
It's exactly how you're thinking. So the Geminass 02 did get a release alongside the 01, but it's going to be in tandem with this part set release. So they're going to be releasing the parts separately and this at the same time. Because I remember I've already got the 02 on pre-order from P Bandai.
All right. So, ratings, guys?
Solid 20.
You're going to give it a 20?
I am going to give it a 20.
Okay.
That's why I let him go first. shit, I was just gonna give it a 10. Because Gabe went give it a 20. I'll give it a 20 as well. I've got to stay alongside my brother on that one.
Okay.
And now we're gonna bring it back down to hell.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Give it a 2.
Oh my gosh. Someone help me. I'm having an aneurysm over here.
Now, Walter. He's young. Let him speak.
Okay. I'll calm down.
No, it's okay, Walter. What do you have to say?
If you're going to give it a 2, please at least be reasonable why you're giving it a 2. Don't just be Go ahead, give your reason. And then I will decide on whether I lay into you or not.
Well, for me personally, I don't really like the way it looks. There's no familiarity behind it. I didn't read the manga. If anything, this model kit is making me excited about trying out the manga and seeing how it is. But during my impressions originally with these suits, they looked like the UC counterparts for the After Colony timeline, but it also didn't seem to fit, in my opinion. So they always seemed like they were not exactly Gundam Wing. They were Gundam Wing in name, but that was essentially it. Kind of like how Crossbow.
Are we looking at the same thing? Gabe,
Yeah.
Gabe, can you help me? Can you help me on this one? Are we looking at the same thing?
And so it was kind of like how Crossbone is technically UC, but when you read it, it kind of looks like Astro Boy. And so it's hard for me to really consider it as part of the UC, even though it technically is part of the UC. So I think the design is kind of interesting. It makes me realize why you guys like the Hainu. It's got those really thick legs. It also looks a little kind of chunky, and that's cool, I guess. But yeah, I've never really been a fan of the Geminass. It was a pretty safe thing for my wallet that these things were released, if I'm completely honest. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't really think too much about it. If it's any consolation, though, it got slightly under Death Scythe, but it's higher than the DOMs on my list. Is Walter dying?
I think Walter's like seething in rage right now.
I think Walter DC.
I'm going to respect your opinion.
Are you?
But I'm going to disrespectfully tell you that your choice in giving it a 2, much like its other wing counterparts, is solely incorrect because you like a crap series like Seed. There, I said it.
It's like Samuel Jackson in the Avengers. I recognize the council's opinion. I also recognize it's a stupid opinion.
Yes. Yes.
So here's another big reason why. So here's another big reason why I don't really want to get these model kits from Gundam Wing. So one, their designs I've been burnt out on.
Mm-hmm.
Second, Bandai knows that there is a ton of people in the American market that are now of age and are of working age and have a pretty substantial disposable income. And so even with the release of things like the Barbados or like the age kits that have really good articulation and were priced very cheaply, these model kits are really actually more expensive. The last time I saw a Geminass kit, it was priced at $25. And that is just absurd to me for a high grade that really doesn't, it's not any different from anything that I've really seen. If you want something that's heavy weapons, sure, you can go ahead and grab something that's heavy weapons. You want something that looks like a regular kind of Gundam, you can get a regular Gundam for a lot cheaper. Are they introducing any new technologies? Not exactly. Is it really the silhouette and the shape that you're buying? Of course. So if I'm analyzing it strictly from a appearance perspective, I have no affinity to this particular design. So there's no reason for me to spend 25, or if this is P Bandai, maybe upwards of $30 for this type of kit. On the other side, I am interested with these designs, but I do know that the old G unit model kits are going to give me a larger bang for my buck, not only because it's a lower price point, but because there's more that I can do with it as a modeler. So I can fill in the gaps, I can work on seam line removal, I can work on painting and customizing, not like heavy customization, but things like, making the model kit look better. And I think in terms of skill, the older G unit kits are going to be a lot cheaper and it'll benefit me more in the long run. So I can't really say that I really want to get these new G unit kits. So hopefully that has quelled you, Walter. I see you nodding a little bit.
I can say I respect your opinion, but
but it's a trash opinion.
But it's a trash opinion. But your opinion is still your opinion. It's great.
Okay. So let's put it out this way. Bandai knows, if you've looked at the number of model kits that have been released so far, that Wing is really popular in the United States and Seed is really popular in Japan. So if you're a Wing or a Seed fan, you're golden for the rest of your life. There's no way that Bandai is going to stop producing Gundam Wing or Gundam Seed kits. Now, what that does mean is that for a person like me, it halts my ability to invest into Bandai, because once I have a Freedom Gundam, I'm not going to buy another Freedom Gundam. Once I buy a Wing Gundam, I'm probably not going to buy another Wing Gundam, even if there is an upgrade. So that is going to force me to look outside of what I traditionally like and to venture off into other things that I may potentially like and kind of grow in a familiarity to that. So I have been looking at more AOZ kits. I've been looking at more grunt suits. I've even considered changing my tastes from Federation stuff to more Xeon stuff. But that's not really going to change too often because, space is still a pretty significant factor. And so if I'm only have a limited number of kits I can buy per year with a budget of $100 a year, and I only have a limited amount of space that I can put my suits in, unfortunately, some are going to have to go to the wayside. So sorry that my suits don't align with your suits, Walter.
Okay.
But any other thoughts on the Geminass 02, guys?
Could we sway your mind if we told you that the Geminass 02 comes in a Titans-esque paint scheme?
Yeah, I was gonna say I just looked at it. If they use the same scheme as they did for the 144 release that just happened, it's a Titans version color scheme.
For me personally, it's not going to sway me that much because I'm a pretty strict no P Bandai guy. And just having the P Bandai label already makes me not want to get it. Because I can foresee this kit being somewhere upwards of the 30 to 35 price point. And I'd rather use...
So let me stop you there. The no, without the pack, the original was only $22. It was only $22.
Okay. But if we're talking about this pack, then it might be something around 20. Yeah.
So hold on, let me figure out what let me look real quick. So the when they released the Assault Booster High Mobility pack for the 01, it was around 17.
Ooh, okay. That's not including tax or shipping.
That's not including tax or shipping, yeah.
Okay. So it's around $20 then.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's about $50 in order to get this look. That's pretty pricey for me because that's either getting a real grade new Gundam, which is phenomenal, right? Or 2 crossbones, or a wing and a tall geese. And I think I would find much more enjoyment getting a Wing Zero custom and a Tall Geese and combining them to create a Flugel than I would getting the Geminass 02 and the extra add-on weapon set.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
See, you only see that because I didn't say deactive mode strike and strike rouge. Or sorry, perfect strike and strike rouge.
Okay,
Something
look,
like that.
okay. As much as I hate Seed, I don't mind the perfect strike. That's an interesting design, but I would not go out of my way and rate it higher than the Geminass.
So I think I know where your guys' preferences are now. You like the artillery look, and they gotta be thick boys. It looks like.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like milkshakes.
I do like them thick.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
I just said that
I'm
out loud.
kind of the opposite, and
Yeah,
there's a
we
design
both
philosophy.
did.
Yeah, I like slim suits, agile suits. So, like for example, when Walter, you were talking about the 00 suits that you really like. You like the Geminass and the Virtue. I actually like the complete opposite. So I like the Exia and the Curios. The Curios is like my favorite. And so if we already disagree on basic design philosophies, we're going to definitely differ on things like the Geminass, especially this specific Geminass, unfortunately. But
that's fine.
but it's okay. That's what we're all about. You know, we're brothers. We love each other. And that's what San Diego Gunpla is all about. A lot of people with a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different dissenting opinions. We can still come together and appreciate Gundam and Gunpla. So thank you everybody for tuning into this video, and we'll see you all next time.